What's up, guys? Today we are in Zurich, Switzerland, and surprisingly I had to take off my jacket because it was so warm outside today. But we have 4 vintage shops on the list today. I'm super excited to see what we find. Again, if you didn't see my last one, I'm being very picky because we packed in carry-ons, so I can't get too much stuff to drag around with us. But after we leave here, we are headed to Italy and we're gonna hit up a bunch of spots there. I'm so excited to go thrifting, well, vintage shopping in Zurich. Let's go. I went to a store called Hand to Hand right before this, but it ended up being mostly men's clothing. So our next stop was Maroni Vintage. The first thing I spotted when I walked in were these sunglasses. I loved them so much. I've been looking for larger sunglasses. In my head, I was going to get these glasses until I saw the price tag. This store was expensive, but it was definitely one of my favorite stores to browse because they had so many beautiful things. I ended up finding a gorgeous silk dress that was hiding under a winter coat, and it was actually reasonably priced compared to the rest of the store. If I'm ever in Zurich again, I will absolutely come back. Hand to Hand Vintage ended up being mostly men's stuff, but we just left. I think it was called Merino Vintage, and they had such an amazing selection of stuff. I did get yelled at for filming at some point, so I couldn't show you the things that I tried on, but I found an amazing dress, these insane Versace pants, which if they weren't so expensive, I would have gotten them. Same with the sunglasses. I love the sunglasses. Anyway, we have 2 more spots to hit, but I think they're right around the corner. Our second stop was Caritas Secondhand. This store was super cute and the lady working was so sweet. They also had a decent selection. It wasn't all vintage. It felt more like a consignment or resale store. It was busy, so I didn't get a lot of clips, but this place had more reasonable prices, like these Acne Studio jeans for 58 francs. And this really adorable pair of ballerinas. I am just obsessed. I could wear these all the time. I also stopped by Michelle Tamar, but this was very much Y2K and ended up not really being my vibe, so I was not in there very well. All right, we're back to the hotel. I'm so excited to show you guys what I got. I got 2 things from 2 different stores. The first place we actually went to and successfully got something was, I think it was called Marito Vintage. I don't know. They had tons and tons and tons and tons of designer things, very high end, Versace, Dolce, Chanel, Chloe, like literally everything. Saint Laurent, Prada, Gucci. They had every designer that you could possibly think of. Some I never even heard of, but they had tons of great stuff. This dress that I found is so pretty. Everything there was very expensive. It was absolutely just like an upscale vintage store. It was not thrift, it was not consignment, it was expensive. And there was a lot of things that I found that I would have gotten if they would not have had the price tag that they had. Those sunglasses that I showed you guys were so cute. And they were like almost 500 Swiss francs. So whatever that translates to in US dollars, either way, out of my budget. But this dress is so stunning. It's just this silky like midi dress and it has lace straps and lace on the bottom. I think it is absolutely stunning. Like I said, we are on our way to Italy after Zurich, and I think this is like the most beautiful Italian vacation dress. It's so stunning. It fit me amazing. I don't know who the designer is. It is L'Altra Moda. I have no idea. This was 98 francs. It feels like it's silk, although I can't find a care tag. I'm obsessed. I love it. I love it. I have the perfect pair of shoes to pair with it while we're in Italy, and it's hopefully a little bit warmer outside, but I cannot wait to be able to wear this. The third store that we went to was Caritas Secondhand. They had a main store and they had a children's store. Obviously I didn't go in the children's store, but they did have it. And their selection was much more reasonably priced. They did have a couple designer things. There was a pair of Prada shoes. There was a Max Mara dress, nothing that I was really into, but they also had like regular things. So I found 1 pair of shoes. I did try on a pair of Acne Studio jeans that I really wanted to fit, but they did not fit. They were too small, but they were really reasonably priced. I can't remember exactly what they were, but they were great and they were so cute and I wish they would have fit. But I did find these adorable little orange, like metallic orange ballet flats. I love them. I tried them on and they're so comfy. They're this brand, I don't know, let's see, Viola Fonti. Please excuse my pronunciation throughout the rest of these videos. It's not gonna be good, but they are so comfy. Like I think I could put these on right now and just walk around the whole city in them, which may come in handy on this trip. I think that they are adorable. I love them so much. 42 francs, so whatever that converts to, like about $50, a little bit more than $50 maybe, I don't know. I love them, I'm obsessed with them. They're so cute. The color is perfect. I love like a sparkly metallic shoe, mainly because I don't wear a lot of sparkly metallic things. So my shoes are like the perfect place to just put a little sparkle. Anyway, I love them so much. That is everything that I got vintage shopping in Zurich. We love it here. It's so pretty. The weather is beautiful. The city is beautiful. We've got dinner plans and we're so excited. And then we leave tomorrow to head to Italy. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. If you haven't seen the Amsterdam thrift and vintage vlog, I'll leave it linked up here so you can see it. And make sure you subscribe and come back for the next one because the next few are gonna be in Italy and I'm super excited. See you guys later. Bye.